Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones daily review. Now, yesterday we ended up with a bit of a pin bar on the daily, and there's a couple of things at play here. So, the first one is, we haven't quite tested this breakout. Now, ideally, I'd like to see us come back a nice little retracement down to here, and then move back up. But the thing that we need to pay attention to is that we have closed above this level. Okay, so that basically means that we have the potential for this measured move to play out. Okay, now that measured move is going to take us, let's go to the left to see there's a bit of congestion here, but one of these tails here is probably going to be a target area for the bulls. Now, the fact that we've got a pin bar on the daily is a little bit worrying, but nevertheless, if we look at the 4 hour, you can see we are in an upward trend. So this could pretty much be something like this over here, where we go sideways up until we hit the alligator again and then accelerate. Okay, so I'm kind of in two minds at the moment, and I think let's just get down to the hour. That's going to give us a better view. So on the hour, we are bouncing off the alligator. So now you could argue that we have a bit of a wedge here, or a channel. Okay, oscillators grouped to the downside here. We have had an engulfing on the hour, which has engulfed these inside bar. So it's inside bar, inside bar, inside bar. That is a confirmation of a bullish pattern there. So, as I say, I am in two minds at the moment. So let's just look at yesterday's trade. So yesterday's trade, I said to you, a retest of this area here was my long 25,463 around. Okay, the trade got triggered, but I got trailed out of it basically. Stop was moved up to here. I didn't make much money out of it. Didn't lose any money, so that's the important part. But what we have at the moment on the 30 minutes is we've had a rally, a breakthrough, and we've come back to test the alligator. Okay, so I'm kind of inclined to believe that we're going to get a second move up. Now, the other problem that we do have is we do have the start of a flat bottom triangle. Okay, and we've got diversions here on the half hour. You see there's a high, lower high diversions. So I think for me at the moment, I'm going to sit this out and wait to see what happens later on today. I just want to highlight another level. We'll pick it up off the 4 hour. Yeah, so I'm going to use this level here. So that is the actual level that we're looking for. So I'm almost inclined to believe that we're going to get some kind of a flag down to this area here. Okay, and this area here is 25,430. So 25,430 is the area that I want to watch to see what happens. And that watch is going to be sort of on a lower time frame, like a 12-minute, to see what happens with price at that point. Right now, we are just hovering. There's nothing really happening here. We are above the alligator on the 12-minute. We are above the alligator on the 30-minute. But I think wait for European Open to see what happens. I'll be looking at longs somewhere in this area of 25,430. So if we can get down to 25,430 and get some positive price action down there on the 12-minute, 15-minute chart, I think that's the area that I'd be looking for a long. Why longs? Trend is up. There's nothing here that's telling me that the trend is not up at the moment. And this has been a strong move up. We're now consolidating. And we could even consolidate all the way back down to test this break. That would be another area that I'd be really interested in along. So that's 25 255. Okay, so for now, I think it's sit on hands. It does look like we've got a bit of a wedge forming, or a channel. So it's a bit of a flag. Doesn't matter what you want to call it, but it's consolidation. Okay, the whole of yesterday was pretty much consolidation. We'll pick it up on the hour. Okay, so we had pretty much consolidation. There is a potential head and shoulders here, but we're going to have to break below the neckline, and the neckline for that head and shoulders is pretty much around there, which is 25,456. Okay, so I think the short story here is pay attention to this area between 25,430 and 25,450. Well, just say 460. So 25,430, 25,460, the 30-point buffer here that you need to pay attention to. If we do get below that and pull back and test it, then you're looking for a short. Okay, but for now, I think it's set on hands. I do expect this to move back to the downside through the day. Don't know how far down. I'd love for it to get back down here. 25,250, that would be a great area for a long, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, the other thing to bear in mind is that we have had this trend break and retest. Okay, so the trend has broken the original trend of the previous day. So you need to pay attention to that. And then the last thing you need to look at is, this move has been very, very strong. Okay, so that would be the next level. And you can see it kind of lines up in this area, even if it does drop a little bit lower below here. Come into this zone, I think is what it boils down to. So if I do this, you'll understand what I'm getting at. So somewhere in that zone, I would expect price to bounce back, but I strongly suspect it's going to be somewhere in this 25,430 area. Okay, and obviously the stop is below 25,300. So that's quite a big zone at the moment. I think what's that, 100 points, 140 points. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think for me it's just going to wait and see what happens today. There is quite a bit of news that's been expected today, so I think that's probably going to drive us in one way or another. But just looking at the price action on the 4-hour, we've had a solid move up. We're now consolidating. I don't see this as a top just yet. I just see it as consolidation, and it can still move back down. And ideally, I'd love to see it come down and test this area. Okay, so just say 25,400 area. That's what we're looking for. We want to see it come test this area, hold that area, get us get a nice little fractal at this level where we can put a stop below, and then long, and the next long is for this measured move, and this measured move here is a good 500 points. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view on the Dow. Sit tight for a bit, let this consolidation play out, watch the oscillators on the 4-hour, let them to group down at the bottom. So long as we stay above the alligator, trend is up. Doesn't really matter what's going on in the lower time frames. So long as the 4-hour is up, we're in a good space. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. And obviously, as I say, first prize would be a move all the way back down to 25,250. Okay, anyway, that's it for me today. Hope that helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.